Good evening and welcome to our episode 83. As always, we will start with our gratitude attitude. So, if you would please gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax your body. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, let all the tension melt away from your body. Take one more deep breath. This time, completely let yourself go. Now, think of one thing that you're thankful for that happened in the past week. Once you identify that, think about why you are thankful. And now let's set it free. If you're by yourself, say it out loud what you are thankful for and why. If you're with someone, tell it to each other. All right. So I recently read a statement from Sadhguru. It goes something like try to create a happy life and not the lifestyle. I thought that was such an interesting point that we decided to dedicate our entire episode today to life versus lifestyle. Before we continue, though, let's look into what I mean by that and what's the distinction between the two. Life, as we all know, is our day to day living, things we do every day, from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep. Lifestyle, on the other hand, is mostly material things that we tend together or are looking together. It also kind of includes services and experiences. So the material things is a loose term here, of course. Most people today are trying to improve their lifestyle. There is nothing wrong with that. There are billions of people on this planet for whom food on the table is a question mark. For them, lifestyle is extremely important. When you're living on $2 a day, right? Make it to $5 a day, that drastically changes your lifestyle. So it's very important to them. For some of them, there's no distinction, quite frankly, right? Because lifestyle's poor, life struggle, right? It's not fun. But the rest of us, for whom the food on the table is taken care of, we need to start focusing more on the life we are living today as opposed to the lifestyle we are after. So many people are trying to get just a little bigger house or a nicer car or a better job or their next promotion and on and on. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. But in going after that lifestyle, if you forget to live, that's where the disconnect is. We think about some future version of ourselves so many times a day. But how many times a day do we check inside of ourselves to see if we are happy at this moment? Did you do that today? Did you stop and say, let me think, let me look inside? Am I happy? Right? When we are chasing a lifestyle, we are essentially predefining what success may look like. But instead, if we enjoy everything that life throws at us, we'll make the most out of here and now. And when we focus on the here and now, life becomes wonderful. You see, it's our focus on the past and the future that makes us miserable. And I think I read this somewhere that our mind always want to dwell on the past or dream about the future. It takes an effort to bring the mind back to here and now. And lifestyle is mostly about dreaming about that future. Instead, let's just enjoy what we have right in front of us. Enjoy being with our kids. Spend time helping them with homework. Go on a date with your significant others, right? Fall in love all over again. There is so much joy in just being with people you love. Speaking for personal experience, one thing I learned over the years is that whenever I tried to chase something, it always kept running from me. It was when I never expected something that things just showed up in my life. Call it the right place at the right time, call it karma, whatever you want to call it. But I come to believe, at least for me, chasing something never works. It's like that saying goes, right? Stop trying too hard. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. And that doesn't mean that you give up on life, right? Exact opposite of that. Give 100% of whatever you do. But more importantly, enjoy every activity. If an activity brings stress, not worth it. Does not bring you joy, time to do something else. Another thing is not to expect predetermined outcomes. When you have a preconception of what the result should look like, that's when the things disappoint us, right? Instead, if we just kept going and see whatever, I think karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana, right? Just do your deed, let the results be. How many people do you know that are chasing someone else's dream. That's something other interesting point. Everyone, it appears, is running after the same thing without knowing why and what they are chasing. It feels like a herd sometimes. And I see that in Indian parents a lot. They all are working so hard to make sure that their kids will inherit $1 million each. What's that about? I keep telling them, hey, do what's right for them. Of course, give them the best education money can buy if you can afford it, right? But beyond that, they have their karma. And I truly believe this. If you write a check to your kid for $1 million tomorrow, right? If it is not in their karma, they'll lose it in a heartbeat. Maybe they'll go to Vegas and put it on one roulette or whatever that's called, right? So don't chase for the sake of your kids. They would rather you go to every one of their games or every one of their recitals. Another thing I hear quite often is, I'm working towards security. No such thing, my friends. Security is an illusion. You are secure if you think you are secure. It's as simple as that. I know people who don't feel secure with millions of dollars in their bank accounts. I read something interesting while I was researching for this episode. The lottery industry makes $73 billion a year. Not because people love their life. Think about it. The richest country in human civilization, and we spend that much money on lottery tickets. All because we want to chase that lifestyle. So, friends, do me a favor and make a habit of looking inside a few times a day. And simplest way to look inside is to just take some deep breath. When you take a deep breath, just focus at your heart, center of your heart, at your heart chakra. We'll be able to check what's going on within ourselves. And if you, at that moment, just put a smile on your face, any stress or anxiety you may be suffering will just go away instantly. Trust me. It will do wonder for your health and your well being. So that's the lesson for the day. In today's meditation, as always, we'll first settle down at our hearts. And then let's try to imagine that our mind is this vast, bright, sunny sky. And thoughts are like clouds that come and go. We'll observe the thoughts that may come and disappear in this vast, empty sky. But we'll just observe it without giving any attention and without chasing them. If we just observe, you will notice that they'll disappear. Just like the clouds in the sky, they come, they go. And then let's enjoy that empty like nature of space. So that's the plan. If you're ready, let's get into our meditation posture. Get into a cross-legged position. If you cannot, if you're on a chair, that's okay. Keep your back straight, spine upright. Shoulders leveled. Gently close your eyes. Keep your mouth just a little bit open. That way, Any tension you may have in your jaws will dissipate. Palms in your lap, right over left, thumbs gently touching each other. Now take a deep breath. As you exhale, let all the stress melt away from your muscles. Take one more deep breath. This time, let yourself completely loose. Bring your attention at your nostrils to the sensation of your breath. Feel the cool air as you breathe in. Feel slightly warmer air as you breathe out. Keep your attention at your nostrils for about a minute or so on your own. Now, bring your attention at your heart. Notice the peacefulness that is your root mind. Let this peaceful moment bring the next peaceful moment. Remember, there is nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just enjoy. Now, imagine your mind is this vast, bright, empty sky. The thoughts are just like the clouds in that sky. They come, they change, and they go away. So let's just observe our thoughts. If a thought arises, acknowledge it, watch it, but don't chase it. Don't give it any attention. It will go away. And the next one may pop up right after that. Same thing. Just observe and it will go away. Remember, if a thought arises, just observe, don't chase it. Your thoughts have taken down different path. Please come back. Focus on your breath for about 10 breaths. May calm you down. If a thought arises, just observe, don't chase it. Enjoy the empty sky like your mind, the last minute or so on your own. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Any questions?
Not a question, but a comment. It's just a very relevant topic where we all get lost in this, whether you call it lifestyle, security, but, work probably is the biggest thing people get lost in. It's a combination of, I guess, security and lifestyle, but we just spend our life just working. I think putting things in context is very important.
And security is truly an illusion, Premal. I
Oh,
tell
it
you.
is. I'll give you an example, right? I mean, just an article that we had decent amount of layoffs, right? And there were some products we decided to shut down.
Right.
So we literally called people from SVP down to IC2 level, everybody in the room, and just tell them, all of you, you're done, right? You're just shutting this product down. So what contribution, what security did you earn? Right? Whether you were an SVP, chief architect, VP, or just an individual contributor, you are all done all at the same time.
Yep.
Because we decided to shut the product down. So what security are we talking about?
And you spend, sometimes time away from your family for that product. Some people did.
Exactly. Like a lot of them probably did what for the product, and which was, a very successful product just a couple years back.
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen in your LinkedIn feed, something came up on my LinkedIn feed a week or so ago. It said that, if you're not around, your workplace won't miss you. But if you're not around, your home, your family will miss you.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I tell that to Adel just, because during COVID, she worked insanely hard. And
Right.
I tell her the same thing, right? Walmart will not miss you for 3 days.
Oh,
They'll have a new market
3 hours. I mean,
Yeah, but we will miss you for life. And it's same true for her. I mean, for me, sometimes I do it and she has to remind me. But
yeah,
it is so very true.
absolutely. Hopefully, more and more people get that point. I'm hoping that, it's not
I think
worth chasing.
End of the day, it's about satisfaction. And are you going to be satisfied?
Are you content? I think that's it. I think you're right. It all boils down to, are you content or not? And that's about it.
Because it's never enough, right? What are you?
Yeah. I said this before. I was in grad school, $900 a month. I was on top of my world, right? $900 doesn't go anywhere today, right?
Exactly. I tell this to Ashi all the time, right? If you are the second richest person in the world, then there is somebody ahead of you.
Exactly.
So that is not it. So don't worry about it.
Yep. And they have their own set of problems. It's not like this problem free.
Yeah. Exactly.
So good discussion, my friend. I'm going to stop recording.